Hey, so welcome to my update video. I started this YouTube channel with all kinds of ambitions and goals and hopes, and it's been off and on. And boy, 3 months though since my last video shows that I've had other things on my mind. So life update in brief, as brief as I can get it. Summer turned into a busier summer than I was expecting, and it was by my choice. I took this on myself. I like to garden, and so I've spent the summer trying to tame my garden area, and I've had a lot of success with my gardening spots. It's been good to have some improvement, but and to actually be, reaping the fruit of my labors, at least in one area of my life, right? The summer's been very busy. I've had a lot of projects in the house to work on. I've had a lot of gardening work to do, some landscaping I'm still trying to get done. I've been personally on my own replacing a lot of my sprinklers with drip sprinklers in the front and in the garden area because we don't really care about grass, especially in the front yard. So there's just been a lot to do and a lot of other things I've had to try to keep up with and catch up with and do. Which is funny because I was also released from my calling in my church 3 months ago. Wow, right around the same time that my last update happened. So, it's been a busy summer. We've gotten out and done a lot of cool things with the kids. We're about to head out to Alaska tomorrow. Actually, I might do a video up there. We'll see. Back to the writing thing. I'm still trying to get Electric Boogaloo, right? My writing career phase 2 off the ground. And part of the issue I'm having is that, I do have a project I'm working on. I'll just tell you, I'm writing romance books now because I like it. It's fun. The last book I published was called Carry Your Heart. It's the fourth book and concluding book in the Finding Home series, which is very autobiographical saga, essentially about a young man who's been born and raised in a cult and is getting out, and finally gets out, goes after the girl who helped him survive this cult, who he loves, and finds her, and they start to try to have a life even though they're in high school, or she's in high school, and things don't go the way he thinks they're going to go because he's a naive, sheltered cult survivor, right? Which is kind of a lot like me. But there's a lot. He does a lot. They do a lot. It's a good story, and the last book is a pure romance book. It's just lots of push and pull factors that are kind of and elements that are keeping them apart, but they're trying to get back together, trying to be together and make a life. I really love that book. I'm very happy with it. I also loved how fun it was to write a romance book that had deep meaning, that had some real character development and strength, and that had that shared a positive, optimistic message of, hey, you can overcome your background and your history if you learn to love yourself, if you learn to also believe in yourself and what you can do, and if you also love the person you're trying to spend your life with, you can figure this out. And so, it was a really fun book to write. And I thought, well, my books don't make much money, and my YouTube channel doesn't make much money, which is it's not weird necessarily, but I mean, Beyond the Cabin has nearly 30,000 views on it, the audiobook on this channel. It's like, I'm probably being a little generous there, but it's got a lot of views, like 20,000, 25,000 plus. I'm going to pause and I'll come right back to the number because I can't be lying to you guys. Yeah, I was lying to you guys. What? It has 36,100 views as of the recording for right now. What is that? Anyway, that's a lot of views. And the sequel, Finding Home, has almost 10,000 views. All I need is 1,000 subscribers to this channel. That's a lot of listens, a lot of views. It's a ton of, I've got 64 comments on Beyond the Cabin, 386 likes. So you can see my frustration that I don't have enough subscribers to make money off this startling success, honestly. I mean, my lowest viewed video only has 856 views, or book on audio. But anyway, so it's a little frustrating. So it's been a little hard to feel motivated to come here and give you updates. I don't know what, I mean, they say the best way to build followers or subscribers is to put out good content. I mean, I put out content. The books are real good, and I put out videos here and there on you guys. Anyway, if you have advice, I'd love it, as long as it's not, I don't know, get this sales funnel going or do your click testing or something. I don't want to do that. I am an artist first and foremost, and I want to be an artist almost entirely. I mean, I will happily do the business side, but don't tell me I got to do click testing or funnel something. I just want to do good content that people love. So anyway, so the update is that I don't know how to build my subscriber base for this channel, but eventually I'll figure it out. I was being really consistent video posting, and my subscriber view climbed very slowly. So I don't really know what's next on this channel, but I'll keep going. I love you guys who are so patient and really supportive. Thank you so much. Anyway, so that was kind of navel-gazy, sorry. So I am writing romance books. The first book in a 3-book series that is done. It's got some other edits, some additional edits I want to do on it, since I've been chewing on it for a couple of months. Took me longer to get that done than I should have. And then as I was finishing that book, I finally had a good idea for the second book in the series. It's not even a sequential series. It's not like the same characters falling in love and not over and over again. It's just in kind of a thematic, topical series. So this is medical kind of romance series. So it's all good. I'm really enjoying it. It's like my friend DJ Butler said something that has been chewing on me a little bit, but not too hard, because I am at peace with what I write. He said, if you're not writing something that's got some sort of character, some kind of theme, something that's really speaking to human condition, you're writing porn. And I don't think he's entirely true there. That's entirely true there, but he is probably mostly true there. He's a smarter guy than me by a margin. You know, I am not trying to write message fic, and neither is Dave, right? DJ Butler. He's not trying to write message fic. He's trying to write something that's awesome. And when you write something that's awesome, if you know your stuff, you're going to write about people who are interesting, going through interesting, challenging things, making bad choices sometimes. And that leads to interesting and, very textured stories. And if you're doing that, and if you've got conflicts that have people facing off against each other, good and bad, or anywhere on the spectrum of good and bad characters or people who are the characters, you're going to get to some interesting thematic things. You're going to identify some interesting things for people to seek their mental and emotional and soul teeth into, right? That's a funny image. So, I think he's probably right. But I also don't think we need to get caught up in that. I think we can get caught up in our characters that we're having a great time with, in our story that we're interested in. And once we're done telling ourselves that first draft, that what the story is supposed to be, then we can also ask ourselves, well, what am I doing what's interesting here? What's a little meatier here? 'Cause, he's totally right about, some people are just writing pablum, and that's fine. They're making good money off it, a lot of them, and that's their way. That's just not for me. I want to write romance stories that will sell, because I know how to write books, and romance stories sell, especially if they're good, I hope. But I'm a good writer, and I like to write good characters, and I know where to start my stories and how to tell my stories and how to end my stories. So all of that to say, thank you, DJ, Dave, you're the man, and I kind of see you as, I don't know, man. How do I see you? I see you as kind of like, Gandalfian a little bit, but also, I don't know, like a sage in a way, but also an irreverent sage. Just, you're smart, well-read, and I respect your opinion on things. So I appreciate you pushing me to, even though I don't think you meant you were meant to do that to me, for me. I appreciate you pushing me to make sure I'm doing good work. So books are coming along, but I'm just not being as productive with the writing as I absolutely could be, and as I should be. Not in a moral should, but just should, because this is my job. I could be being more productive. There's no question about it in my writing. I spend far too much time fricking around on the internet, and it's got to stop. So here, right now, is what I'm going to do. I'm not using Facebook to sell books right now, because I'm not using Facebook. I'm not using Facebook ads. I'm not doing any ads right now. Thus, I'm not selling books, except for in person. I do several events. and you don't sell books on Twitter as far as I know. I am going to go ahead and stop using those for, I don't know, up to a couple of weeks, possibly longer. I'm gonna definitely just not be on there for probably most of my trip to Alaska with my family. I just need to break from that stuff, and I need to just disconnect from that stuff. And I will probably do the same for Instagram. I am doing TikTok videos to try to drum up interest in books, and it's going poorly. But I don't spend a whole lot of time on Instagram and TikTok, honestly. I spend too much time doom scrolling on Twitter, and I've unfollowed all the doom accounts. Yeah, this is becoming a vlog. What is happening here? So anyway, I have a soft goal of actually seeing if I can get, I don't have a number yet, but it's probably going to be 5,000 to 10,000 words while I'm in Alaska, and also to have the chapter lead outline that I do now complete while I'm in Alaska. And really, that's the first step, is to get that done so that I can just motor through words. I've got a really cool method that I'm a fan of now. Anyway, so that's the plan for now. Come back and try to have that book done. I don't have enough ideas yet to choose one for my third book in this medical romance series, but I'll just come up with one and we'll see how it goes. You can't edit or consider something that you don't have in front of you. So that's the plan, is just to get some more ideas down. I'm not sure what it is, but I think it really might be that I've just allowed myself to let my discipline, slack off. So that's what I'm doing today. That's what I'm doing for the next couple of weeks. Life is a little busier than I really should I should be letting it be. There we go. I'm going to be teaching a class on BYU campus starting the very first week of September. It's editing. I have no training in editing, so I am studying a lot. It's formal editing, like Chicago Manual of Style editing. I don't know that content as well as I'd like to. I'm a good editor. I don't know all the marks, and I've got a good head for detail, but I also don't see as much value in that as the people who were born to be editors who make my books better do. So, but it'll be fun. It'll be a fine class. I'm using content and wisdom, and I've got a really great mentor there who's helping me do that. I thought I was going to go teach a linguistics class on BYU campus, and the linguistics chair said, "Hey, I'd rather you teach this class." I was like, "Well, I was hoping to just teach on campus. So I'll do it." But I don't think I'm going to do it after this coming semester. It's just too much busyness. And I was thinking about maybe trying to go teach seminary, because I love teaching seminary. Seminary in the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints is teaching good, high application, high scripture delving religion classes to high school students. It's fun. It's not like we're not training them to become pastors or teachers. Anyway, I love teaching. I love teaching the gospel. So I was thinking about it, and right now I'm signed up for a prep class for that. But I'm feeling less motivated to do that recently. But we'll see. I don't know. We'll see how it goes after I take that class. I'm just realizing Ron Swanson is right. Never half-ass two things. Whole-ass one thing. And I've let myself get a little far from whole-assing my writing. So that's the plan, really. The update, the core of the update is to try to find ways to distill life and rejigger priorities so I can focus on writing. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this rambly vlog, apparently, about a writer who's trying to get phase 2 going. I have so many writing projects that are just waiting for me to, get my groove back like Stella did. I used to be hyper productive. I mean, when I was working full time, I was putting words down all the time. And I know my motivation wasn't great. It was to get out of the rat race, right? This was my escape valve. It was my escape plan, to get out of the corporate world and be able to support my family on this. I don't need to do that. My wife is an attorney and she's doing very well. She's starting actually a new job very soon. She works really hard. She's got a beautiful head for detail. She's got a beautiful head. She's a beautiful woman. So that motivation is gone, and I found new motivation. The correct motivation is because this is what I love to do. But I need to do it. I love it. I love writing. Like, I love the act of writing. I feel so good when I've written and when I'm writing. But I just have a lot of trouble getting into it right now. So I think that I've done some bad things for my brain recently, and so I'm going to try to get back into it. Anyway, thanks. If you've made it through this video, would you just comment? I'm going to give you a keyword. If you comment and say what my last word is, or last phrase, let's make it a phrase, I will send you an ebook, any of my books in ebook format for free, just for your patience, and it will be of your selection. It will be a PDF, by the way, or I don't know, a format of your choosing, essentially, in ebook form. So just to reward your patience, 16 minutes. Jared, you know better. Anyway, thanks for coming on my TED Talk that was wandering rambly. I love writing. I will continue to write. I will get better at being productive again. I will find my groove, and it might be in Alaska that I find my groove. And in the meantime, the final phrase that I want you to quote to me in a comment is the word vinco, V-I-N-C-O, means I am conquering. That was your phrase. And until next time, please continue conquering. I will endeavor to conquer better. I believe in you. I know you believe in me. See you later.